Now the first thing I really like about these kits are these protectant gloves. That's really going to help keep this job nice and clean, specifically keeping the oil and such from your hand from getting on the bulb. That's going to help with the overall longevity of these lamps. Also just keeps everything nice and clean in general, because once you pop this hood, there's typically going to be some grime in this area, though I do keep my engine somewhat clean. Now diving into this project, if you've never changed out your bulbs, pretty straightforward depending on your model. Here on the driver's side, just a simple reach down to this open area. Don't have a battery accessory where there typically could be one, so it does make this a little bit easier. Just basically a twist off cap here, just simply twist it off. Then you're going to remove this here, put it out so you don't lose it. Then we'll dive into the bulb itself. To get the bulb out, pretty much the same maneuver as this cap here, just a little bit of twist to the left. That's going to release it from its housing. Then just simply pull out nice and easy, and you'll have a little bit of a tether with the connection. Then you're just going to simply release it with a little clip and a slight pull of the bulb. Once this is removed, of course, this one is not bad, so we are going to keep it for just a backup if we need it. Once you get your lamp out, what you're going to notice is these little set areas that's going to help lock that clip into place. Not all these harnesses are created equal. They are specific actually to your housing. The other set that we have actually has a smooth side and a clip up top. This one has these kind of clips all the way around. So once you kind of line up here visually, that's going to allow you to simply lock it in pretty smooth, nice and straightforward. You hear that nice little clip. Then what you want to do is just simply take now the lamp itself, push in the extra wiring back into the area for the lamp, then just kind of reach in there, ease it back into the housing, line up kind of the grooves, and just simply lightly twist it into place. Now, one thing you'll notice when you go to lock it into place is it does have a nice kind of weather-tight gasket. That means you're going to give it a little bit of extra push. That's going to seal it in and really compress that kind of weather tightness. Once you do that, get in the right spot, press in just a little bit, and you really feel it lock into place. That'll let you know that it's definitely secure, not going to go anywhere. Really gives a nice weather-tight seal. Then all you got to pretty much do is put the cap back on and go to the other side. Now, what's great with these kits is on the side it notes which product it is. This one being the 9005, the other one being the H11. Either way, it only harnesses up one way or the other. Now, it will clip modestly either way to the wiring harness, but it's actually when you install it that these actually connector points are different. So if you get lost, sometimes not reading the box correctly, when you go to install it, you'll realize you got the wrong one. Not that hard to swap back out. So again, just going to simply twist this off. Then you're going to take your bulb, and this one just releases just the same with a little bit of a clip on top. You can kind of go one hand on it, lift it with your thumb, and then just simply slide it out. This side a little bit more difficult, mainly because you have this air filter housing. You can loosen this area right here. That's going to release it. What I prefer to do is just actually leave it in place and undo the 4 screws on the outer side. Be sure to take these screws, place them over here on the side where they won't fall underneath the vehicle. Then you have this kind of sway bar that you'll have to kind of forcibly get it out. Now, I did not remove the clip here, didn't loosen that because I felt like we had enough wiring in place that pretty much I really don't need to move it. Just take these 4 bolts out. Then you can kind of just position it out of the way for a second. It'll be fine. You'll be able to maneuver around it. As for the air filter, that's just going to take a little bit of extra maneuvering. Once you get it out of the way, set it off to the side. Then you have this housing, the actual housing itself way down low, and it took me a second to figure it out, but basically that's just set in with some kind of pressure clips. All you need to do is just simply reach down and give it a pretty decent lift, and you'll feel it release from those clips. Then you can simply kind of maneuver it as well out of the way. Once you do that, you can see that we really got the area clear, and then we can kind of repeat the steps we had on the other side. Real simple, because now the simple cap to remove at the headlight is right here. With my bulb ready, basically all I need to do first is, again, reach down. You do have this kind of protective heat shield right here, but it is perforated, so you can get right into that housing. Just simply, again, just twist it a little bit counterclockwise. That's going to come out real nice and easy. Then again, you're just going to kind of reach through this area, give the bulb itself a nice simple twist to the left. You'll be able to remove it quite easily. Once you do that, then you can see that you have that little clip right there. All you have to do is just lift right up on it, and the bulb lifts right out. Put the other bulb in. Just simply go in the same reverse manner, clip it right into place, maneuver all of the wiring back into the housing. Once you've gotten inside here, basically you're going to pull back this kind of protectant that really keeps maybe a little bit of heat from getting inside the lighting. Then what you're going to do is reach way down, and you'll find the similar release cap that you have up above. You'll have to fill down, and you'll fill that just above the plate for the air handler. Just simply grab right there, and again, take this and place it where you can find it. Then you'll just reach down, find the bulb, give it a nice little light twist. It will slowly come nice and easy out of the housing. You'll get a little bit of cabling with it. Then just simply take it, give it a nice release here on the clip. You'll see it come apart nice and easy. Take this halogen bulb, we're going to put it over to the side as a backup if we need it later. As you can see, the new housing, real nice and easy. And like I talked about, again, you have the clip side and the smooth side. So we want to make sure that clip just slides nice and easy into that. And you'll see that kind of rubberized gasket that's on the vehicle already. That's just going to keep it nice and weather tight. Just squeeze it in, gives it a nice little click. Then we're going to take the bulb itself and find the housing and just lock it into place. And if you look closer, you can again see how these little grooves are different on the lower bulb than it is on the upper bulb. So that's how you can tell the difference between the two. When it doesn't work, it's because these little connector points are different for each bulb. What you'll notice with this is it has those little grooves right there. Those need to be pointing down, because those basically going to connect onto those little pegs, and you'll twist it. That's just a nice little cheat. So when you get down here, you know up from down. Once you get it there, just simply twist it, and it secures nice and easy. Now this weather housing pad, that's going to go back over. You can tell how the upper one is perforated, but if you have to get to the lower one, you really need to remove this to get down to it. Now, before putting all this back into place, I definitely highly recommend testing your bulb. Make sure you got the connections nice and seated. That does for this latest review on these nice replacement LEDs from Aiskits. Now again, this replaces both bulbs, the standard bulb and the bright. So that is a combination that when you go to replace it, you do need to make sure you get both sets, because again, with the halogen to LED, the halogen does give a little bit of a softer kind of yellow light. This one is a pure white. So if I had not replaced them, you just wouldn't get that balance. Now what I do like with the upgrade is now the outer daytime running light which already was that white illuminance, now matches nicely when my headlights are running. You did kind of get that combination look. So these LEDs definitely were worth the upgrade. Now, as for the install, went fairly smooth. Again, on one side with less kind of stuff in the way, fairly easy. That side, just a few bolts and a little bit of maneuvering of the air filter housing, not that bad. So typical installs for each vehicle is going to vary just a hair, so you can expect a little bit of learning curve if this is your first time. Otherwise, this project did not take that long, and the best of all is the reward of safety and that great view going down the road at night with it full illumination. Thank you for watching this latest review, and we hope to see you next time.